And now, sports with Chelsa Messenger.
Welcome back and welcome to Sports.
Well, it's the last and final day of SEC Media Days 2013. It seems like he's more comfortable, and you definitely saw that tonight. In the first half alone, he had 2 touchdowns and a couple of breakout runs for first down.
Well, speaking of fabulous, the Braves just cruising along. They've got the best record in the National League, lead the majors in team ERA.
Now, mechanically, O'Neal looks a little different as well. Instead of coming directly over the top, he throws at a more three-quarter slot, which actually gives a little bit more deception on his fastball. So instead of looking 83 to 85, his fastball looks more like 87 to 91.
Definitely deception's like one of my key things.
Those state playoffs are best of 3 game series. Starting pitching is especially important, like in regular baseball.
Yeah, and you got 28 straight wins. They should be in pretty good shape, you would imagine. They were
They
good
should
last
have
year.
a little momentum, I guess. Well, Alabama has already used their best relief pitchers. Jay Shaw coming in long relief yesterday, going 5 innings, no runs. Some alarming things going into postseason play this October. The Braves are only 17-11 against the Dodgers, Cardinals, Pirates, and Reds. The other 4 teams in the National League set to make the playoffs. Plus, it does seem like Atlanta has some trouble manufacturing runs, especially against frontline pitching. Now, luckily, Atlanta's young arms have been stepping up lately. Julio Teheran, Mike Minor, and we saw Brandon Beachy coming back last night. So do keep an eye on the Braves pitching, because as of now, it does look like the Braves will not be trading for a starting pitcher.
Standing by from the National Infantry Museum with a look at sports, Chelsa.
That's right, guys. Tonight, a special edition of Sports coming to you live from the National Infantry Museum. Tonight in Sports, we're previewing our 2013 Scholar Athlete Awards Banquet. So stick with us. It's going to be great. It's all coming up. Well, considering the Braves have a double-digit lead over the Washington Nationals and the NL East standings, well, you'd think the rivalry wouldn't be quite as fierce. But last night, we saw otherwise. Braves on the road at Washington, and Julio Teheran getting a nice welcome from Bryce Harper, a solo shot. Nats going up 1-0, and then top of the 5th, El Oso Blanco. Evan Gattis rips one through the right side. In comes Upton to score, and in comes Simmons. Braves would be taking a 2-1 lead. Now, bottom of the 5th, things would get interesting. Teheran beaming Bryce Harper with a pitch. Harper with some choice words for him. Brian McCann says, "Let me at him," but no fight. But the tension would still be sharp entering the final frame. Bottom of the 9th, Braves up 2-1 with 2 outs, and who else? Bryce Harper. Sit down, please. Craig Kimbrell releasing the heat. Harper downswing on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Braves win 12th in a row. Time to be a Braves fan. With a 15.5 game lead in the NL East, Atlanta is heading into uncharted territory as the Braves picking up another win, another sweep last night over the Nationals. Now here's the Braves by the numbers, 13. The Braves have now won 13 straight games, their longest winning streak since a 15-game stretch back in 2004. The Braves have 4 straight sweeps over Cardinals, Phillies, Rockies, and Nationals. And here's a stat for you guys, 3.9. That's how many seconds it took for this Justin Upton laser home run took to leave the yard last night. And Braves returning to action tomorrow, 7:30 against the Marlins. After winning Game 1 5-1, Harris County looking for revenge in Game 2. Now they've got a 1-run lead after 4 innings. Now runs hard to come by for both teams, but Hardway using some small ball to get things going. Will Griggs stealing second to put a runner in scoring position for Sheridan Coy. And Coy is clutch tonight. The Hawks right fielder with a line shot through the left side hole. Send the runner, Griggs on his horse, and Hardway ties it up at 1 apiece. Now from there on out, Hawks gonna close it out. Hardway sweeps Harris County, winning Game 2, 2-1 your final score. Well, lately the buzz in baseball has been about the Upton brothers reuniting on the Braves. However, there's another family that's been a household name here in Alabama for years. Here's a little about baseball's first family of Russell County. That's the Rasmus family.
Baseball is known as a sport of tradition, and for the Rasmus family, it's just that. Baseball is a Rasmus family tradition. Coach Tony Rasmus, the patriarch of the Rasmus clan, for 12 years has shaped and molded the Russell County high school baseball program into one of the best programs in the country. A state and national title in 2005, 9 players going on to play professionally, And on Saturday, Russell County High School giving him the ultimate honor, renaming the field Tony Rasmus Field.
It's pretty cool to see that out there. I mean, you feel like as a coach, you work hard to accomplish things and win games, and it's kind of good to sit here today and know that somebody recognizes that.
Now, there's always some kind of competition between siblings, but four brothers that all play baseball, well, growing up Rasmus wasn't always easy, but none of them would trade it for the world.
Oh, it's definitely special, but I wouldn't say it's easy. Nothing was ever good enough. You know, sky was the limit. We always had to keep pushing, keep reaching to be better, and I think that's what made us who we are.
Let's just say there wasn't a day that went by we didn't fight or something where one of us thought we were better than the other one. We out in the yard playing ball or something, and something goes wrong. Well, it was going to be a scrap, trying to be better than the other one.
Oh yeah, when we grew up, we got it from my dad. Everybody, we all hate to lose, that's for sure. I think we hate losing worse than we like winning pretty much. It's nice and it's convenient because all of us have a decent knowledge of the game, and so I can call any of them at any time, and we can just talk baseball or talk whatever. And it was real competitive growing up. I'd say I got one of the best families in the world, and I love it.
Well, it's been a great year for Alabama baseball's closer, Ray Castillo. Not only did he break the freshman school record for saves, he was also named Freshman All-America. So tonight we're looking back at the former Russell County Stars' rise with the Tide.
Closers in baseball have 1 inning to make or break a game.
If you're a starter, you can have someone pick you up and keep you in the game, while if you mess up the game in the 9th inning, it's over with.
But for Alabama baseball's freshman All-American closer Ray Castillo, he's made a name for himself by making an impact quickly.
Being a closer my freshman year definitely prepared me for next year, I think, and just the future, just because instead of starting once a week against this team or another team, I threw midweek. I pretty much threw against every team we played.
In just 1 year with the Tide, he's already setting records. His 12 saves set the Alabama freshman record for saves in a season.
It gave me confidence knowing I could pretty much go out there and compete against anybody.
Just last year, Castillo was at Russell County High School, leading the Warriors in the postseason, posting double-digit strikeouts in every game of the playoffs. However, the SEC, well, it's known for having some of the best hitters in the entire country.
I know I got some advice before everything went to college that the hitters, they're going to be good, but the only difference really is that they're stronger. So if you go out and make good pitches, it's still have good success.
Castillo was just one of a talented core of underclassmen that led Alabama to the NCAA regionals. Just 1 year after the Tide failed to even qualify for the SEC tournament.
Considering half our lineup and half the pitchers we use this year were younger, we didn't lose that many people. I think next year we'll definitely come back stronger.
This past year, out of the bullpen, it was the 1-2 punch of Russell County alums Jay Shaw and Ray Castillo, who combined for 57 Ks in just over 70 innings of work.
He was my roommate on the away trips, and then we have good team chemistry as it is. But I think we both wanted to do well together, so that kind of helped out.
We'll see if the Russell County alum can keep up the good work next year in his sophomore year with the Tide.
And we share a birthday month. I just had a birthday too.
Did you really?
So February is a good month.
It is a very good month. What February what?
19th. And Babe Ruth.
Aquarius.
No, I'm a Pisces on the first day. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm on Aquarius.
The fighting continues.